we're back for more Euros previews. Today, Group B.
Group B is, without a doubt, the group of death. Euro 2024, they've got some great groups, but nothing touches this one. We've got the likes of Italy, Croatia, Spain, Albania. 4 big hitters. But seriously though, let's start with...
Yeah, Espanyol, I reckon.
Espanyol.
So they are, I think, third in the bookies' odds to win the tournament.
To win the tournament?
It's England, France, Spain, from what I've seen.
What about Germany, mate?
I think they've not had... The last couple of tournaments haven't been great. But the run of form, Germany are actually quite good. Check out our preview from yesterday about Group A. But yeah, Spain as well, they won the UEFA Nations League as well, which probably puts them in good stead. And yeah, they've got... I think what Spain have got is just so much quality. Rodri, arguably best central midfielder in the world.
Yep.
Alvaro Morata, who people have been iffing and ahhing about for a long time. He actually just dropped his best returns in a league season. 15 goals.
Yeah.
And then Grimaldo, Bayern Leverkusen's Grimaldo.
Yep.
Absolutely flying this season. I'll hit you with some stats on him. 10 goals, 13 assists. So he's not Spain's number one choice left back. They kind of rotate a lot there. They sometimes play Fran Garcia, sometimes Cucurella. But I think you can't look past Grimaldo. He's had an outrageous campaign. And I think he will be starting left back. And then going forward, fucking so many ballers. Ferran Torres, Yamal, Dani Olmo.
Yep.
Pedri.
Audrey as a ball.
There's so many good players. Nico Williams.
Yeah.
So many good players. So, yeah, Spain are hard to look past because they've just got such a tournament style of play where they just... If you just hold the ball the whole game, most of the time you win.
Spain are just so... Every time you see them playing football, whether it be a World Cup or a European Championship, it's 80% possession, 77% possession,
100%.
85% possession. Just dominating teams on the ball.
You win
You can't concede when you have the ball, and that's how they go. We saw them in, was it Qatar World Cup, where they scored like 9 goals in a game or something?
Yeah.
Some ridiculous performances. If they click, they will be one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament, because like you say, they've just got technicians all across the pitch. They've got physicality with the likes of Rodri. They've got the best defensive midfielder in the world.
I think Rodri could be key, because what he'll do is just allow the technical players further up the pitch to just dominate the game.
100%.
And so yeah, Spain could be a scary prospect. What are you saying? Are they top dogs in this group?
Well, for me, it was between Spain and Italy.
Should we move on to Italy? My bloody boys. Italy are a weird one.
I've seen quite a lot of people be disappointed with the selection.
Italy are a weird one. So obviously last Euros, Italy beat England in the final, so they are currently reigning champions. But since then, failed to make the World Cup and haven't had the best qualifying campaign. Struggled to find a fixed starting 11. They've struggled to find a fixed kind of front line. They've rotated strikers, Scamacca, Raspadori. Who's that geezer from
Balotelli?
No, I can't remember his name, but he plays for Lazio. But him, they've rotated a lot, struggled to find the perfect striker. But I think Scamacca could be the guy.
Yes, Scamacca's had a really good season.
Really good end to the season, especially since March international break. No player has got more goal involvements in top 5 leagues than him.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Good performances in Europa League as well.
Exactly, won the Europa League with Atalanta. A goal every 117 minutes this season.
Yeah, and he's the type of striker that would do well at an international tournament. He's physical. He knows about when to get into the box as well. It's not always those strikers who sort of have good solid seasons. Sometimes you have those people who just shine on the international stage.
Yeah.
You got those random international... Are you looking up the Lazio striker?
I am. It's doing my head in.
Ciro Immobile.
Why the fuck would you say it now? It is, yeah, that's the one.
I thought he was like done out here.
No, he's still like in with a shout, but I think Scamacca is the guy.
Yep. But that's options.
That is options. In midfield, they are absolutely secure. They got Barella and Jorginho, which
Yep.
is a nice midfield duo. Barella just legs for days. Jorginho no legs at all.
Yep.
So it's lovely.
Talk to me about goalkeepers real quick.
It's got to be Donnarumma. I know Vicario's in with a shout.
Donnarumma getting a little bit of heat though from PSG fans now. Apparently he's
Is
not
he?
the geezer that they thought he was. He makes a few 1 or 2 athletic saves and then he's not really that secure.
I think he is weird. Whenever I watch him in the Champions League, he is like a mistake waiting to happen.
Yeah, I
but
think so.
I saw a tweet from like whoscored.com and it was like top rated goalkeepers in Europe's top 5 league. He was top.
Yeah.
And I guess it's probably easy to be top when you play for PSG.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd play him just because
He's
he's
part of furniture.
He's
isn't
a
he?
monster and
I mean, he performed in the Euro shootout.
mate, penalties.
Yeah.
When you're like 6'7",
He takes up 95% of the
exactly
goal.
that. So I like him. Sad news for Italy though. Scalvini, who is an up and coming Atalanta centre back, 20 years old, just done his ACL. I think he would have been a great addition in that back
I
line.
mean, Italy renowned for their centre backs going or their defensive unit.
They've got
Through
options.
the likes of Nesta, Maldini, Bonucci, Chiellini,
Exactly that.
all these guys.
Bastoni's in. I reckon Mancini from Roma's in. And then, so it would have been Scalvini, but I think probably Matteo Darmian might play.
Yep.
But yeah, I like the Italy squad. I think
They sort of go with like a 3 at the back, or the 4 in the middle with the 2 wing backs.
2 wing backs of Di Marco and Di Lorenzo.
Yep.
So I like Italy. What they've got is they just got fight and they've got kind of like know-how.
I mean, they just will always perform
Yeah.
at some point. They're never going to be an easy team to beat. And in a group of death, they're a team who they know how to get past the big teams.
You've hit the nail on the head there. If they got an easy group, I think they would have struggled more than if they've got a harder group like they have. I think they'll show up against Spain. They'll show up against Croatia because, yeah, like that England game, I think no one expected them to beat England. England were flying. Italy kind of stumbling their way through the tournament. But in big games, they show up.
It was the experience, wasn't it? It was that they've been to so many finals, they know how to get past it. Who's the player to watch for Italy?
For me, I'm going, if he's fit, Chiesa.
Chiesa, yeah.
I fucking love that guy. But Barella's always one of my favourite Italian players. I think
Di Lorenzo, maybe?
Yeah, they've got a lot of good players. And yeah, like you said, when the unit is ticking,
If they
could be
do well,
interesting.
it'll come through Chiesa or Scamacca, in my opinion.
Scamacca do a good tournament, I reckon. I like
think
him.
so. Right, let's move on to Croatia.
Yeah. So, Croatia, last 2 tournaments, are they nearly men? Because in their last 2 World Cups, they've finished runners-up and 3rd. So they are doing well. Because I think pre-Luka Modric's era, Croatia kind of struggled to get into tournaments and barely even like get out of groups.
Can't even tell you. Their country is so small.
Yeah.
The population is so small. And to produce that many good footballers, a Ballon d'Or winner, and put up these kind of performances in international tournaments is fantastic.
100%. And now, in this kind of 2010s onwards, they've probably been one of like the most exciting tournament nations.
Is it a little bit too late?
I think it is running out. Luka Modric, 38 years old now.
But he's aged like fine wine.
In the midfield with Kovacic and Brozovic. I like it. There's a lot of quality there.
That's physicality.
Yeah.
And you've got the technician in Luka Modric who'd be able to spray balls across the pitch like nobody else. Brozovic,
Good player.
good player. Kovacic, we know what he does for City. I'm not his biggest fan. I don't think you're his biggest fan either.
I think
he's a bit of a stopgap for City.
I think all 3 of those are quality players, but all 3 of those are pretty much at the end of their career. Like Modric, 38. Kovacic, bit part for Man City. Brozovic is in bloody Saudi Arabia right now. So I like them. And in qualifiers, they're averaging 62% possession in their games. So they are dominating teams. But I worry that maybe they haven't got the legs for this tournament.
I agree, yeah. Who they got going forward?
No one that I can say is particularly exciting.
I mean, Ivan Perisic is out in... I think is he playing for Hajduk Split now?
Oh, is he?
In Croatia, yeah. I mean, long gone are the days of Mandzukic, Ivan Rakitic, Perisic. I just think, if they're going to get anything out of this group, it's going to be from being defensively solid.
So they got Lovro Mayer, who I don't mind. Kramaric. They've just got a lot of bit part players. Vlasic, who was a bit part player at West Ham until he left. I don't know. They'll just do it like they have done. Solid at the back. You got Guardiola,
Understated,
Vida.
really. Yeah.
The solid back line. And then...
Yeah, Guardiola and Vida are two good. We'll probably see Guardiola revert back to being a centre-back, I think.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little bit too late for them.
Yeah.
Let's move on quickly to Albania. I don't think anyone's expecting them to do anything or turn over any trees in this group.
No, I've got no exciting notes whatsoever on Albania, apart from the fact they got Armando Broja.
Yeah.
Could be something. And Silvino, who's their manager, shout out if you know Silvino, he came in charge at the start of last year. He's had 11 matches in charge, only lost 3. So, could they surprise us? I don't know.
Depends who they're against. Who did he lose to?
I was like, they're against Spain, Croatia, Italy.
No, yeah, obviously. But if he's who's lose 3 matches
that's true.
But yeah, I mean, no one's really expecting Albania to turn over any trees.
No.
Let's talk about how this group's going to play out. Right, who's coming top? Spain or Italy?
I want to back Italy, but I think it's Spain.
I think it's going to be Spain as well. I think Italy solid second and Croatia third. Fancy Croatia to beat Albania and maybe get a point off of a Spain or Italy. So we could potentially, like in our previous group, see the third place team from this group progress.
Yep.
That third place is going to be really important for a lot of teams because, I mean, you can see teams from weak groups now qualifying just because...
Yeah, 100%.
The nature of the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, Spain top, Italy second. Let us know your predictions in the comments down below. And stay tuned, because as we said at the start of the video, it's a preview a day before the Euros.
Yeah, literally, we've got so much Euros content coming out. Videos basically every single day during the Euros. It's going to be incredible. So make sure you are subscribed. You've got notifications on so you don't miss a beat. And follow us on all our socials. It'll be popping over on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed. It's been Board Draw, Group B preview, and it's live.